Are the youth starting to see the light? Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, August 15th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. So first up, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida will not seek re-election for his party's leadership race next month. This is according to Japanese media. I find it interesting that comes on the heels of Japan raising their interest rates for the first time in 30 years. Certainly something to keep an eye on. A major cyber attack has targeted the Central Bank of Iran yesterday and several other banks, leading to the widespread disruptions in the country's banking system. Another cyber attack having to do with the banking system? Well, there's even more coming up later in this report. Goldman Sachs now holds over $419 million worth of Bitcoin ETFs as of June 30th, according to their new 13F filing. That's not counting all the other major banks that are holding Bitcoin and Bitcoin ETFs. Yesterday, Ilhan Omar had her election, and I use that term loosely. The polls closed at 8 o'clock p.m. At 8:15, no ballots were counted. 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock, same thing. No ballots counted. At 9:22 p.m., 5% were counted. At 9:37 p.m., 99.5% were counted. Now, I know this looks discouraging on the face value of it or on the surface of it, but I believe that this is just another example of those that are in control, which I believe are the Patriots, exposing what's been happening for decades. Again, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out, but I'm confident that that's what's going on. President Trump and Elon Musk's conversation that had garnered over 1 billion interactions in the first 24 hours came out with the statistics for who was listening to the conversation. The user age less than 24 years old, 7%. 25 to 34, 70%. 35 to 44, 17%. 45 to 54, 4%. And 54 and older, the older people like me, was less than 1%. The females were 46% and males 54%. I think this is encouraging that the youth, the younger group, is starting to wake up and see what's really taking place, and they're paying attention. Norway is rejecting the cashless agenda. A new law will force shops to accept physical cash. Excellent move in terms of what Norway's doing. Bravo. Louisiana State Treasurer John Fleming says it's time for Louisiana to eliminate the personal income tax. Now, again, this is a talking point that we've had going for a while. I believe it's going to happen, and I believe it's going to happen countrywide. But it looks like Louisiana's getting ahead of it first, which is great. There's a gentleman by the name of Michael Saylor. He owns a company called MicroStrategy, or he's the CEO. And he adopted a whole new business model a few years ago, and he just started buying Bitcoin and holding it. Well, it looks like the Norwegian, and by the way, his stock has gone up quadruple or more in the last couple of years. The Norwegian Central Bank just bought over 1 million shares of MicroStrategy. The Swiss Central Bank bought over almost 500,000 shares of MicroStrategy. These people know what they're doing. They understand what Bitcoin represents, and they're not letting it get past them. So if you want to learn how to buy or hold Bitcoin, just go to samshalhoub.com. You can book an appointment directly with me. And then lastly today, the Kobayashi letter on X came out with a post yesterday, and they said that hackers have reportedly stolen Social Security numbers for every American from National Public Data, according to the LA Times. Records for nearly 2.9 billion people were reportedly stolen. I think it's very coincidental that a hack like this takes place after we had the topsy-turvy market in the stock market last week. So many things converging right now. Don't worry. I don't worry. We're moving in the right direction. And whether these types of things have any bearing on what's going on, well, your guess is as good as mine. But I'm confident we're moving in the right direction. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, go to samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. Or go to mypillow.com and enter in the discount code SAM. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.